It is a dark and stormy night on Spooky Hill. The moon hides behind the dark, foreboding clouds, and the wind whips the treetops. Somewhere deep in the ancient forest that surrounds Spooky Hill, an animal, maybe a wolf, howls into the night, and the cry is answered almost immediately by another wolf.
The clouds momentarily part and the moonlight reveals two small figures emerging from the ancient forest and hurrying up the long, winding path towards the imposing building that sits on the crest of the Spooky Hill.
Spooky Hill. It's really more of a castle than a hill with a high, dark stone walls, ornate glass windows, and a huge, imposing dark oak door that looks like it could keep an army at bay. Despite numerous windows, the hall appears to be in total darkness, with not one welcoming light signaling that anyone is home.
As the two children approach the entrance to the spooky hall, they pause, looking apprehensively at the huge wooden door and the dark, uninviting building behind it. They start to talk in hushed, hurried tones, gesturing to the hall and the forest below, before eventually appearing to come to an agreement. They start forward once more.
There it is again, Jack. I tell you it is a wolf. We have to stop here and see if anyone is in. We really don't have any choice.
No, Mary, but look at this place. Looks like the castle from every spooky TV show I have ever seen. Look, it has a moat and drawbridge and even gargoyles. I tell you, this place gives me the creeps, and I think we should continue on the path. Maybe there will be another house or village or something.
Don't be silly, Jack. It's only an old building, and we can see for miles on this hill. There is nowhere else to go. It looks like it's going to rain any second now. Don't forget the wolves.
I bet there isn't anyone in anyway. Look, there are no lights on. Who should sit in the darkness on a night like this?
We still need to try. Without our tent, we'll get soaked, and who knows what other wild animals might be lurking in the forest.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing, Mary.
You aren't letting your imagination get the better of you again, are you? Just remember the trouble you caused when you were certain that pirates were digging for treasure at the end of the street. Dad had to spend ages on the phone apologising to the telephone company.
Well, I admit I was wrong about things that time. But don't you think it is a little fishy? Us ending up here, what's with the phone breaking? The signpost pointing in the wrong direction, and that giant black dog running off with our tent pole.
You are being silly. It's just a series of unfortunate coincidences, and we are lucky the path had led us to this place at all.
I suppose you might be right, but I would rather we look for somewhere else all the same.
Well, you can do what you like, but I'm going to knock on this door and see if there's anyone here who can help us. Are you coming?
Hold on, Mary. I am coming. Come on, Mary. There is no one in the best. Let's get back to the forest path and see if we can find another house.
No, hold on, Jack. It's opening.
Yes. Oh, hello. I am sorry to bother you, but my brother and I are in a little bit of a pickle. Close your mouth, Jack.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be camping in the forest, but the signpost pointed in a different direction. I dropped my phone in a puddle, and a big dog ran away with our tent pole. We were just wondering whether we could use your phone to call our mum.
Well,
We don't have a telephone at Spooky Hall, but I suppose that I would be okay for you to come in for a few minutes. I think it is about to rain.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Quite well. Welcome to Spooky Hall. My name is Higgins. It is getting late. Time for me to wake the master and mistress. Anyway, please wait here and I will inform them of your arrival.
Jack and Mary find themselves in a long, high-ceilinged hallway with a huge sweeping staircase that splits in two and leads off to the left and the right. Ancient-looking paintings and tapestries line the walls, and two large suits of armour guard the base of the stairwell. The hall is well lit by rows of candles running the length of the room, and a giant candelabra hanging over the stairs.
The windows are all covered in thick black curtains that stop all the light from escaping the room and no doubt stop any daylight just as effectively. The children watch as the huge figure of Higgins slowly ascended the staircase and disappears through a window to the left.
Still sure this was a good idea?
You are being silly, Jack. I'm sure there's nothing to be alarmed about.
Alarmed? Didn't you hear him? He's going to wake the master and mistress. It is only 8 o'clock in the evening.
Maybe they like to go to bed early.
Or maybe they like to live in a spooky castle, sleep all day and make sure that the curtains keep out the sunlight. You know what I'm talking about.
You are being silly, Jack. There is no such thing as a vamp.
Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Spooky Hall. I am Count Von Leaf. Higgins tells me that you managed to get lost in the forest, and something about a big bad black dog. Well, no matter, you are here now, and tonight you will be an honoured addition to our dining table.
We need to get out of here right now.
For once, I agree with you, but the door is shut tight, and I don't think we can open it.
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, what? Oh, nothing. How did you get down here so fast? You were at the top of the stairs a second ago.
Darling, you should have told me we had guests. I would have changed into something more special.
You look ravishing as ever, my dear. We do indeed have two young guests, although I do not know their names.
Oh, sorry. My name is Mary Slater, and this is my brother Jack. We were lost in the forest and by a big black dog stole our temple. It looks like there is going to be a tremendous storm, and we thought we had to spend a night up in a tree or something until we spotted your house. I was hoping you'd use your telephone to call our mum, but...
Nonsense. You will stay in the night in Spooky Hall as our guests. As I said, my name is Count Von Leaf, and this is my beautiful bride, the Countess Von Leaf. We don't often get visitors to Spooky Hall, so it will certainly make a change to our usual dinner plans.
Well, yes, to our humble home. You will stay here, and Higgins can take care of you in the morning. I am dying for a bite of myself, but I will wait until dinner time. Higgins?
Yes, milady?
Oh, good. Please show our guests to their rooms and prepare 2 extra places at the table.
Very good, milady.
Oh, and Higgins, where is my little Fluffy tonight?
I believe that he was out in the forest earlier, but returned a while ago. And I believe that he is in the dining room now.
Good, then it is all settled. Higgins, we'll see you to your room, and we will join you to eat in a short while.
With that, Count and Countess Von Leaf abruptly turned and ascended the staircase. Higgins shuffles over to collect the stunned children and indicates that they should follow him through an ornate door at the end of the hall. Mary and Jack still for a second, but realizing they had a little choice, to follow the giant butler.
They passed through the door into another big room, which was dominated by a large dining table already set with 4 places, as if Higgins had known they would be coming all along. Below the table, the children's eyes are drawn to the huge black dog that was happily chewing on a smooth wooden tent pole. The children turned to each other. This was going to be a very interesting night.